There's an old saying, quitting while you're ahead is not the same as quitting. Okay, so a cop walks into a casino, goes to the bookie, and says, "Give me all your money?" What in the world is going on? This all happened last year in Las Vegas at the Rio Casino. A cop went on a Hollywood-style spree of heists. Let's take a look at this clip.
We are learning new details about a Metro police officer arrested for armed robbery at the Rio last weekend.
And authorities say it turns out this was not the first robbery in the valley. Fox 5's Sophia Pericone is live tonight with those details. Sophia.
Joe, according to new records, we now know that Caleb Rogers went on a string of armed heists starting back in November. He got away with over $85,000 and tried to steal $78,000 more, all with a department-issued gun. Federal charges now filed against Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Officer Caleb Rogers, accused of armed robbery using a police department weapon. He was arrested last weekend while fleeing the Rio after robbing the sports book. But according to documents obtained by Fox 5, that wasn't his first robbery. On November 12th, the 7-year LVMPD officer stole over $73,000 from the Red Rock Casino and Resort. The cashier he robbed telling officers they believed he had a gun because he kept his hand in his pocket. Just 2 months later, on January 6th, he struck Aliante Casino, getting away with more than $11,000. That cashier also telling police they thought he had a weapon, again keeping his hand in his pocket. Then on February 27th, Rogers hit the Rio, approaching 2 workers, loading money into cash drawers at the sports book, telling them to get away from the money and that he had a gun, threatening to shoot them.
This is a classic case of couldn't leave well enough alone. These first 2 robberies, it seems like he almost got away with them because they really couldn't tell exactly who it was. So these casinos are pretty far from the strip. They're nowhere near the tourist area in Vegas. Red Rock is far out west against the mountains, and not that many tourists go there. It's more of a locals casino. And Aliante also is a locals casino far up north in the city. And he went into these places and he walked out with a whole lot of cash. It reminds me of those broads off of Set It Off after they did all of these bank robberies. They got all of this money, but they just couldn't stop. They weren't smart enough to just know to take the money and run. So they end up losing the money, and they did another bank heist and they ended up getting caught. This guy is an idiot. World's dumbest criminals. He went to the Rio. I guess he was feeling pretty confident in himself because he walked right up there. And the way these casinos are structured, not only do they have surveillance all over the place, they have security guards, they have security guards in plain clothes, but they have the cashier's booth and also the sports book. They're buried deep into the casino. So in order to get to it, you gotta get into this massive parking lot or a parking garage, walk a long way all the way through the casino just to get to the bookie. You're gonna pass 1,000 slot machines, 1,000,000 people. So if you go in there and try to rob them, you got a long ass way to get out. So this man went deep into the Rio, shoved an old lady who works at the sports book, took nearly 80 grand, shoved it into his bag, and he managed to get out of the casino, but it was such a long way that it gave the Rio security team plenty of response time. So by the time he got outside, they were all over him. He couldn't escape. And you have police body cam of him saying, "Hey, I'm a cop." They shoving him to the car. "I'm a cop. I'm a cop." What does that mean? Bro, we just saw you. We just busted you stealing 80 grand from a casino. We don't care about your badge. Get your ass in this car. I guess he thought he was playing GTA or something. And during the first heist, his brother actually went with him. They robbed it together and he gave his brother his cut. His brother skipped town. His brother took 30 grand and went to, I think it was Ohio. And his brother was laying low. But this guy, he said, "You know what? That wasn't enough money. Let me keep going." So now his brother's like, "What the hell, man? Now we're both caught." So what his brother did is testified against him. So his brother sat in court for 3 hours and gave the jury all kinds of details saying, "This is the plan. This is exactly what we're going to do." Because it looked like he was going to probably get away with the first 2 heist because they didn't have enough evidence to pinpoint it was him, because he's not the only one who tries to rob casinos. So they didn't have enough info to go beyond a reasonable doubt to say it was him. But with his own brother testifying against him, they said, "Oh, we got you. We got you for all three of them, and we're going to give your brother immunity for snitching on you." So looks like he's going to be locked away for a long time. The sentencing is in October, so we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, like I said, world's dumbest criminal. Not only did this fool continue to rob casinos, massive casinos with all types of cameras, all types of security all over the place, he used his cop issued gun. And this guy didn't really have a criminal mind, so it looks like he was caught up into some stuff. There are some people saying he had a gambling problem, because he goes in there, first he's not even showing the gun, he just has his hand on his shirt showing that print, trying to threaten people. He gets tackled by the security guard. He threatens, he said, "You want to get shot over this?" But was he really going to do it? He didn't even fire a warning shot. When he shoved the old lady to the ground, he also threatened to shoot her, but he didn't actually use it. So he's taking out this weapon, but he's not willing to use it. It seems like he's just desperate. Something's going on with him. I don't know. It could be the gambling issue. He could be caught up with the wrong people. I don't know what exactly he had going on in his personal life. But he took desperate, dumbass measures, and now he's about to pay the price for it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? What we had felt so right, 'cause we had tried.